Aloha, my little beautiful earth beings, my little star seeds from across the world. Even though I don't know you, I'm sending you love. And I wanted to come on and talk about a little something that I have been wanting to express, because I feel like this is a super special moment, and I hope the audio is okay because I'm literally sitting like right in front of the ocean. This is like a little cliff. That is the ocean, and it kind of just like drops down. Everyone is over at the lawn. You can't see it, I'm way too deep in. But yeah, there's a lot of wind, so I'm actually really hoping that this ends up being okay. If not, it's okay. I'll just make another one. So recently, I've gotten a little bit sick. It hasn't been fun. I had a closed throat. My head was hurting. I am kind of stuffed up here. I can't really breathe that well through my nose. And moments like these, I'm like super grateful for my breath. And I feel like our breath is something we really take for granted because it comes so naturally, and it's something that's just been with us since birth. It's what gives us life. It's literally what gives us life, you know, and it's not until it's taken away temporarily that we realize how important it really is. And I have really been valuing my health lately a lot more than I was before. You know, our bodies are so amazing and so capable of so many beautiful things, but we sometimes forget that, and we kind of take advantage of it in the sense of not giving it self-love and self-care and proper rest. And lately, since I've moved into this new place, I've been having so much fun, like I've said in videos before, but I feel like I've been neglecting taking care of myself and giving myself some me time and some rest. And I feel like me getting sick and what happened with me jumping off of that cliff and hurting my chest, I feel like it was a sign from the universe just like forcing me to chill out for a second, you know, chill out for a hot minute, because I've just been kind of on the go, you know. I'm like waking up, going to work, and, you know, doing my thing and going out with friends, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I truly believe in balance in everything in our lives, and I feel like there has been a lack thereof in mine lately, and I feel like my soul is really telling me, please just love me. You know, I love myself, I do, but am I showing myself that love? Am I really connecting with my soul and giving my body that rest and rejuvenation that it truly deserves? You know, yeah, sure, I'm sleeping at night, it's not like I'm getting no sleep, but at the same time I'm really lacking paying attention to my body, massaging my body, you know, just going for walks by myself, reading, doing my prayers and affirmations and all of my beautiful practices that I have been slacking on lately. And at first I was really bummed out because I feel a little bit better now, because I'm kind of like adjusting to not being able to smell, but yesterday and the day before it was just brutal. I couldn't work, I took a day off work. You know, I feel like the shock to my chest and the way I treated my body that weekend well, it actually wasn't a weekend, every day is a weekend here though, but I feel like, you know, my body was just telling me to wake up and get back to me. You know, it's okay to have fun and it's okay to go on all of these epic adventures, but just not to forget to give myself that time that I need doing those long yoga practices, because now I'm not living at a place where I get access to yoga classes in the morning all the time. It's so much easier for me to go to a yoga class and have someone tell me what to do instead of me doing it myself. So I feel like this is really a chance for me to get grinding on my self-discipline and self-love, like extra self-love. It's one thing to say like I love myself and look in the mirror and love the reflection you see, and I'm sorry that I sound different, you know, my voice is because I can't really breathe, so I feel like I sound different. When I talk I'm kind of like, this is like half of me, but it's okay. And I feel like this is a beautiful opportunity and a blessing in disguise to really just focus in on myself right now and pay attention to myself, because the crew that I'm with, I just love them so much. I've been putting so much like time and energy into them that I'm not putting enough on myself either. And it's not to say only pay attention to yourself and just give yourself all of that love and affection, blah blah blah, and, you know, don't give as much to others as you give as much to yourself. Like, that doesn't make sense. Again, balance is everything. But I just wanted to hop on here and just kind of express how I feel about this, because if you're ever going through a point where you're really sick or something isn't working out the way that you want to, or say that you had these awesome plans like I did and something comes up and it just swoops them away, just surrender to it. It's so much easier, and it's so sacred for your heart, your mind, and your soul to be at peace with constant change and to just go with the flow, because when we get angry or we get frustrated at things like that, we're causing so much unnecessary emotional turmoil for ourselves, and it's not necessary, you know, it's not going to serve you. I realized that me being pouty about feeling like this wasn't gonna serve me. So I really am doing my best to change my mindset and doing things that make me feel good, and that's focusing on my breathing. Even though I can't take the deepest breaths like I usually do, just the little breaths that I can do, that's what makes it worth it, and that's what makes it count. You know, I was meditating the other day and I just started like crying, and it was tears of happiness, you know, it was good. It was tears of happiness. But anything that comes up that you feel is an inconvenience really is not an inconvenience. It's all happening in divine timing. And even though sometimes it's like there's no way, you know, this messed this up and this is blah blah blah, I feel like this, you know, this should have went this way, just know that there is a bigger plan for you, and if you just surrender to it and have faith, everything will go so beautifully for you. If you're kind of like fighting against it, you're creating that, and you're creating more situations like that. How you react is what matters. It's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it and cope with it. And that really shapes us as human beings and molds us into the person that we are. And the person that I at least am wanting and striving to be is someone who is so optimistic and positive and faithful in everything. And since I have been incorporating those kind of things into my life, I've been so much happier. Life has been so much easier, and it flows, you know, because you're accepting everything with grace, and the universe is just like, I got you, and it's gonna bless you up with some awesome situations. So don't think that anything is an inconvenience, even though it may feel like it, even though you feel like it may be a setback. It's not a setback at all. You know, everything is perception, and we're gonna choose to see life the way that we want to through the eyes that we have. Everyone sees the world differently. We may agree with some people on certain things on different levels, but no one will see the world exactly how you do, and that's what's most important. Our relationships are awesome, but the relationship you have with yourself and the life that you're living, that's enormously important. It's not that there's anything that's less than or more than, but your intention is what matters. Pay attention, have an intention. If you don't know what that is, meditate on it. What do you feel your purpose is on this planet? You know, if you don't know, that's okay, but just know that everything that happens is divine. It's so, so divine. And I know that a lot of people are on their path where they're already so in this mindset of that's not the way things are, and that's fine. I understand that. I'm not ever trying to force people to think the same way that I am. I'm just sharing my experiences because the way that I'm living and the way that I'm changing my perception is making me so much happier of a person than I ever thought was possible. I never thought I could be like this. I used to be the most negative, pessimistic person, and ever since I changed everything over to optimism and faith, it has really changed everything for me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm in this beautiful little spot right now. How awesome is this? Ooh, beautiful. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna go now. This is getting a little bit long, and I've got to head home because I'm getting a little hungry, and I'm gonna get to bed early. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Mwah! Blessings. This really big scarf that I sit on, it's like a huge blanket, really fits well for a scarf. I feel like I'm just like so protected and warm, and it's kind of like fall attire in like the tropics, but I'm not too hot and I'm like not cold. It's like perfect. La 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 la, going back to find my friends. Also, look at my cute little shorts. Ooh, so cute. I also wrapped my scarf around my torso because I just didn't want to wear it anymore.